So hello and welcome to the new series of Maven. So today, this video onwards, we will be learning Maven, what is Maven and why it is used. So basically, this is a crash course type course wherein this course is definitely a beginner friendly course. The people who don't have any knowledge, previous knowledge regarding the Maven. So this is a beginner friendly course. So yeah, this is the in this video we'll be talking how the course flow, the course introduction, how this course is going to be covered, what are the topic that I will be teaching you. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing first, you would ask me what is Maven and why to learn it. Okay, so to answer it, I have one answer over here. You can see Maven is a popular build automation tool for Java based project that helps and manage and organize the software development process. So the software development process, there is lot being covered inside in making of the software, right, starting from the planning till the testing part. Lot of phases comes wherein it like our agile methodology is there, in which iteration over iteration, the software is produced and optimized, right? So for that, we required some project management or the build automation tools. So there comes Maven. It is a popular build automation tool for Java based project. So when you create a Java project, so you can use a Maven for a build automation tool. Okay, so let's move forward. It provides a standard way to define a project dependencies, build processes, and project structure, making it easier for developer to manage and maintain complex Java application. So consider one scenario. You are building one project, and let's suppose you have implemented 10 dependencies in your project, right? So you have used 10 different libraries in your project to build your project, and so there are dependencies, right, in your project. So you have to mention those dependencies. You have to write the version which you are using for your project, right? So let's suppose you have used, let me write it over here. You have used 10 dependencies and you are writing which version to use for the dependencies. Okay, so this is a manual task, pretty manual task that you do when you write your project, when you work on your project. So what Maven does is, you tell the Maven that these are the dependencies you are implementing in your project, and rest the Maven will do the work. Okay, so let's suppose you are implementing Spring. You are using Spring framework in your project. All right. So I'm just giving one example. If you are implementing Spring version 4, so you have written Spring version 4 is there. So now the Spring version 5 comes in near future, and then you have to again come and change those dependencies, and you have to write again, do the modification inside your code. So that is pretty hectic part, and that Maven covers over here. Maven covers all the dependencies, and it will automatically do all those upgradation part in your project. Okay, so that is how this second point works, and Maven handles your dependencies. Okay, so third point is, Maven uses a declarative approach to configuration and relies on XML files called pom.xml to describe the project structure, dependencies, and build processes. Okay, so there is one important file in when we talk about the Maven is pom.xml. Okay, so this file you have to create whenever you are using Maven in your project. So in this file, what it contains, its project structure, dependencies, and build processes. So these are the core structure of your project, right? So without dependencies, your project can't work. How the project structure is going to work, how the build processes of the project is going to there. So this is a pretty important file for your project. So we'll have one separate video on pom.xml, how what it covers and how why it is important. We'll cover all that in detail. Okay, so next point is, it also offers a vast variety of open source libraries and plugins that can be easily integrated in your project. Okay, so to understand this point, so you just go in your browser, whatever browser you are using, and write Maven plugins. And of the very first link that you can see is that is the official Maven Apache org. You can open this and you can see these are the plugins that Maven has. Okay, reporting plugins are there, core plugins are there. So you can check out here. All those description is also there. And one good thing is the Git and GitHub repository link is also there. You can check that out. We'll be covering again. We have one separate video on this one also, plugins. And one more thing is Maven repositories, right? So you go in your browser and write Maven repositories, just hit enter, and as you can see, very first is the official link for the Maven repository. You go there, and yeah, here you can see this section contains the new in Maven. So this is the latest version. You can see when it is released, and these are the new repositories of Maven. We cover what are repositories in Maven in detail. We have one separate video on that, and on that as well. Okay, we'll cover that one also. Okay, so let's move forward and see what are the features of Maven. Okay, so first feature is again dependency management. So as I said, Maven simplifies the project management of the project dependencies by providing a centralized repository of libraries and framework. It automatically downloads and manage the dependency. As I said here, instead of you writing those dependencies manually, Maven does all this task automatically by itself, and which makes it easy to update our dependencies without worrying about the conflicts. All right, so next is project standardization. Maven provides a standard project structure that is widely adopted in the Java community. The standardization makes it easier for the developer to understand, to contribute to the project, even they are new to them. Okay, so as I said, it's beginner friendly as well. So you can learn it, okay, easily. And build automation. Maven automates the build process, makes it easy to compile, test, and package the project, and developers can define the build goals and execute them in a single command as well. We'll see how we can do it. We will create one project using Java and using Maven as well. Okay, and next is plugin system. So Maven has a powerful plugin system that enables the developers to extend the functionality of the build process. Okay, so there are many plugins available that can be easily integrated into projects to perform the specific task. Task insights, for example, to perform such as generating the documentation, deploying the applications, or running the test. So all these we can do by using these plugins. We'll see how we can do this. Okay, and next is consistent builds. Maven ensures consistent builds across the different environment by using the declarative approach to configuration. Declarative approach in the sense we create one pom.xml file, as I said here, inside which we are writing our dependencies, project structure, and build processes as well. Okay, and last one is integration with IDE. So this is a pretty good feature of Maven. Maven integrates with the popular IDEs such as Eclipse, IntelliJ IDEA, NetBeans, Visual Studio Code, which makes it easy to manage a project within IDE. So you don't have to worry about where I can use the Maven. So in the market we have very popular IDEs as of these days, like Visual Studio Code, IntelliJ IDEA, Eclipse. You can use Maven with this ID itself. The Maven is integrated inside these IDEs. Okay, and so overall Maven simplifies the software development process and makes it easier for the developer to manage the complex Java based project. Okay, so enough about theory, and I guess this is enough motivation that for you required to learn the Maven. So from the next video onwards we'll be seeing uh, in depth and in more practical manner how we can use Maven, what are the plugins, what are the repositories. Okay, and in our next video we will see what are the software required for you to get started with the Maven. And I hope you will like this series, and do one thing, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.